the simplest things really are the most powerful, and walking is actually one of them. Study after study shows that putting one foot in front of the other checks some really big health boxes. Walking strengthens the heart, it sharpens the brain, it lifts the mood, even extends your life. So what does a sustainable walking routine look like? Exercise expert Julie Labrum believes walking is one of the most powerful ways to build consistency in a fitness routine. So excited to talk to you about this.
Thank you.
And we were chatting during the commercial break. I could almost put walking in the same bucket as gratitude, in the sense that we know about it, it's an option, but the studies continue to prove just how powerful it is.
It's underestimated, isn't it? Walking is so accessible, so doable. We kind of overlook the powerful benefits and the sustainability of it. But yeah, let's include that into our repertoire of fitness or movement, or just, you know, you can be grateful on a walk as well, and put that in hand in hand.
Go for a twofer. Yeah. Well, you mentioned the benefits, Julie, and the benefit list is so long. We could sit here for an hour and talk about all of the research and studies that support it, promote it, back it up. Are there any particular benefits that stand out to you?
Totally. I love that it keeps you youthful. The brain and the neuroplasticity from walking is measurable. We can grow brain cells by movement. So it keeps us young, it keeps us balanced. In the neuroplasticity way, we increase oxygen and blood flow to the hippocampus, which is the brain center for learning and memory. Also, the prefrontal cortex is where we have rational decision-making skills. So those two activations in our brains alone helps us to become more youthful, more mind-body connected, and then the neuroplasticity, the brain cells grow. In accordance to the balance, though, our emotional and our mental reset is a huge bang for the buck. You go out to walk, you immediately feel a reset, and I'll give you some tips as you're walking. If you're stressed, your stress will go down, your mood will go up, your energy will go up, but I would like you to try this. Try 5 things. They're related to your senses.
Okay.
If you can go out on your walk and see 5 things, you know, the sky, identify the leaves, whatever, 5 things you can see. 4 things you can feel, the temperature on your skin, maybe the way the wind feels on you. 3 things you can hear, they might be off in the distance, they might be through the trees. 2 things you can smell, I love the crisp air right now.
Yes.
And maybe a fresh cut grass or a flower or something.
Yes.
And then 1 thing you can taste, if you're sipping water, if you have gum in your mouth, whatever.
Okay.
But those 5 senses will ground you immediately for the mental reset.
What a good practice.
So powerful.
What a good practice. Set up the parameters for a good walk. Is there a better time of day? Is there a target length?
We want to make this work for you. So the best thing about walking is it's out your door and back. It can be as quick or as long as you'd like it to be. The simple equipment lends itself to favorability and doability. So put your shoes on, put your watch on, go out. We want to aim for 20 to 30 minutes. It seems easy. Walk out 10, 15 minutes, turn around, come back.
So a small start is all you need.
You just, and then the benefits, you'd be surprised how good you feel. I want to know how good you feel after 20 to 30 minute walk. You're going to feel amazing.
It checks so many boxes, as we've talked about. So a small start, easy to ease into, and then you say we can layer this into our life. This is an exercise component that can just become part of our rhythms.
Yeah, we want to be victorious in little ways so that then we're more apt to layer this into our life. If you are studying for something, put a book in, a podcast in. If you're on a phone call, if you're doing a meeting, I've had some of my best meetings on walks. If I'm wanting to be more creative or problem solving, if I have something on my mind, I'll go on a walk. If I'm preparing for a performance or a test or something, I'll walk. And it just keeps me primed for those things.
Okay, here's a question. Do the trackers kill the buzz that you've described, like the pedometers or the watches? Do you like that?
Oh, I love it. In fact, the fun, encouraging way to walk is to track. If you're going to track your progress, I would go with time, distance, or steps. People are big on steps.
Okay.
Then you can have measurability, and then progress is so performance. You just feel like you're performing well, right?
All right.
If you have a challenge and you're maybe an advanced to intermediate walker, throw a vest on, a weight vest, maybe wrist or ankle weights, find a hill.
And boost it.
And boost it, yeah. I would do it.
Julie, thank you so much. Where can we get more from you, sister?
I'm on Instagram at Julie_today. Send me your walking victories. I'd love to hear about it.
Okay, challenge out there. Challenge on the table. I do accept it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.